The moment his supporters had dreaded.
You're not taking him off this farm. You're not taking him live off this farm.
The police arrived in force. It was totally disproportionate. With DEFRA officials, they were determined to carry out this heinous crime. You know, there was no way that Geronimo had TB. 4 years, a healthy, happy animal on this farm.
They had spent weeks camping by his side after years of legal battles, but in the end, it was the courts that won.
I just hate bullies, and the government have been bullying this poor family and this poor alpaca. The alpaca hasn't got TB, simple as that.
The alpaca tested positive for TB back in 2017, but supporters had always insisted that he was healthy. Geronimo attracted international media interest, but for his owner and supporters, it was always about more than just one alpaca. It was, in their words, about a flawed testing system.
Drug use is an absolute disgrace.
For Geronimo's owner, a day of anger.
Farmers have to lose cattle all the time because of poor TB policy and because the tests aren't good enough. But what they did to him was create a suspicion of disease deliberately. That is not the same thing. Farmers are going through what I'm going through all the time, but they haven't had a crime committed against them.
The government insists they had no choice but to put him down.
It's very sad to see any animal have to be put down in this manner, but it is really important that we uphold rules to keep TB at bay in this country, because that's the way we protect many, many more animals and livestock across the country.
Petitions and even a march on Downing Street could not save Geronimo. The question now is, did he have TB when he was put to sleep? A post-mortem examination may hold the answer. Dan Whitehead, Sky News, in Gloucestershire.
Geronimo hanged for murder.
Just his name, Geronimo, conjures up images like these in an American legend. A fierce Apache leader and his warriors greatly outnumbered, fighting off the U.S. cavalry in an attempt to save his people and their way of life.
And he's eventually surrounded and outmanned, outgunned. He is convinced to surrender.
Geronimo died a prisoner of war, his body buried in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Now, 100 years later, his family is suing to get his remains back.
After a while, you know, it hurts you inside.
Harlan Geronimo is the warrior's great-grandson. He and other descendants are suing Yale University and the secret society known as the Order of Skull and Bones, claiming Geronimo's skull was stolen back in 1918 by Yale students, members of the secret order. One of the alleged grave robbers, Yaley Prescott Bush, the father and grandfather of Presidents 41 and 43.
When you desecrate a grave like of this nature, you know, you upset the spirits. And sooner or later, you know, the spirits will come after you.
For decades, members called bonesmen dismissed the suggestion as a hoax. But a bonesman's letter written in 1918, discovered 2 years ago at Yale, suggests otherwise. Quote, "The skull of the worthy Geronimo the Terrible exhumed. Now, safe inside, the T. T is believed short for the tomb, the bonesman's private club."
I spoke with several bonesmen who told me that inside the tomb there is a glass display case containing a skull, and the bonesmen have always called it Geronimo.
Author Alexandra Robbins wrote a book on the secret order.
If it is found that Geronimo's skull is really in there, that's a crime.
Geronimo's descendants have also sued President Obama and Secretary of Defense Robert Gates, hoping to recover Geronimo's remains at Fort Sill.
He died as a prisoner of war. still he was not free, and he was not free to be buried in the old customary ways that the Apache would have been buried at that time.
Copy that.
Board the windows. Try to hide. They're coming.
They? Who are they?
Vampires, you know?
Vampires don't exist, Jake.
That cold ain't the weather. That's death approaching.
They're tearing through everyone's home.
We can last the month.
Christmas. Christmas. The most magical time of year.
Tell me we will find the perfect Christmas tree.
It's Christmas. Christmas is all about forgiveness and family and tradition.
Santa, lots of kids are depending on tonight going off without a hitch.
But in Bailey Downs this Christmas, it's different.
Exactly 1 year ago, last Christmas Eve, the school was the scene of an unimaginable crime.
And you still want to go down there just for some stupid school assignment?
It gets through any door in the school.
This is Krampus, right?
What's a Krampus?
He's like an anti-Santa Claus, a demon who punishes the naughty. He whips them, chains them up, stuff like that.
That's fun.
It's the elves. I fear they may all become infected. How did it all come to this?
trapped down here, and there's a psychopath on the loose.
Bring the changeling back to the forest. That ain't your son.
Did you not see what he did?
The atmosphere here in Bailey Downs is truly grim this holiday season. It's the war on Christmas.
My privilege to teach you this semester. Enjoy your winter breaks and Merry Christmas.
What's up, ladies? Excited for tonight?
It is our last day of our last fall semester of college ever.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring.
Can you take a photo of all of us?
Of course.
Where's Helena?
She was pounding vodka sodas earlier, but she looked really good.
Cheese.
We shouldn't have let her go back by herself.
She's fine. Come on, live a little.
In the frosty air.
No, wait.
Helena hasn't gotten home yet.
If I were missing, I'd want you to unleash the bloodhounds and track me down. She was at DKO last night.
Still creating problems, all right?
Hello? Hello?
I'm worried that something bad happened.
It's winter break. Could just be a delay of some sort. Snow.
My friend is missing.
9 times out of 10, the girl's just with a boyfriend.
I will bring you to your knees. There's someone in the house. What the? This can't be real.
This school has 200 years of history. Many sacrifices have been made to keep our traditions alive.
You're all insane. I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of running. Go, 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 go! Ho, 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 bitch. You messed with the wrong sisters.